Hey, it's Tuesday, Total Schmidt Show. Let's do this. Total Schmidt Show Season 3 is upon us. Tune in every week. I talk to entertainers from all over the world. Singers, dancers, comics, musicians, drummers, blah, blah, blah. All kinds. Techs, even some cruise directors. Hey, it's Tuesday, Total Schmidt Show. Let's do this. Total Schmidt Show Season 3 is upon us. Tune in every week. I talk to entertainers from all over the world. Singers, dancers, comics, musicians, drummers, blah, blah, blah. All kinds. Techs, even some cruise directors. Most of the entertainers I talk to work on cruise ships. If you ever wanted to know what entertainers do, how they get through their day, any of the behind-the-scenes stuff about entertaining, we'll talk about that stuff here, as well as we'll delve into some of the entertainers and some of their works, some of their albums coming up, some of the things they've done in the past, things you can look forward to in the future. All that stuff you can catch here on Total Schmidt Show. But either way, get yourself a pizza, a beer, some bourbon, light up a cigar, or some sort of joint, or whatever type of crutch or vice you need to get through the evening, and sit back and enjoy whatever it is I put together this week on Total Schmidt Show. You're welcome. Hey, it's Lenny Schmidt. How you doing? Thanks for tuning into the show. I had a cool intro shot in sunny Alaska, but I messed it up somehow. So now I'm shooting at the rainy airport in Alaska, Juneau, Alaska, for the show today, Total Schmidt Show. My guest is Daniel Eachus. He's on the show. If you're listening on the podcast, do me a favor, subscribe if you can. Follow if you can. Really, subscribe would help me out big time. The last few episodes have been great, talking to different entertainers, traveling, working on cruise ships. Also, if you are watching the video, you're already subscribed probably, unless you're watching the short version on YouTube. You can follow me everywhere at Mr. Lenny Schmidt. Do that, or go to at MRLennySchmidt.com or MrLennySchmidt.com or LennySchmidt.com, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe to the website. That helps me out more than everything. You can subscribe for free. You can get all kinds of stuff for free. You can also have a paid package where you see full videos, full content, full everything. So there you go. And if you're watching the video in any way, shape, or form, I changed the opening a little bit. Just some of the scenes from beautiful Alaska when the weather is nicer than it is now. I've mentioned several times on the show, I love working up here. I'll be up here all season. There were some great shots. I'll do more shots and maybe some shorts over the next few weeks for content subscribers. And I don't know. I hope you dig it. I love Alaska. You should come up here during the summer. It's absolutely the best. Daniel Eachus, I worked with this week on Carnival Spirits. Great comic, great writer, man. Really great writer. Had some great material. Had a great time hanging with him. We're hanging here at the airport now, killing time, waiting to get out of here to fly home. It's been a long travel day to get back to Los Angeles to spend a day with my daughters. And then 4 days with my girlfriend. That's my whole story. I'm sticking to it. But while you're waiting, or while you're... don't wait, folks. Just sit back and enjoy my conversation with the one and only Mr. Daniel Eachus. Great working with you this week, man. Good. I know I worked with you somewhere, and I guess it is that Ventura place. But great material, dude. You got really great stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Yeah, my... parents think so. And no. Yeah, I write a lot. I mean, I'm like super written, although I feel like I say that, and then you go check the amount of like crowd work I actually do, and I actually think I do way more crowd work than I think I do a lot of times.
Yeah, but crowd work's part of I don't know if it's a tool or if it's a symptom, is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Of live performance. I think you gotta do some crowd work,
yeah.
I think. I mean, if you don't go up and don't do any crowd work, I mean, good for you, I guess. But
it just feels like free laughs.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Where you're just like, I didn't have to work. This is free, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think it's free because if
it works, you're like, oh, that was like a free laugh. You earn it, but you're like, I didn't even have to write that. I just did it on the spot.
Yeah, but I think then that's a credit to your ability as a comedic performer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. True. Like I always thought it was a real big art. To work a room, I always called it working a room. Like you ever seen Howie Mandel, or Howie? Of course you've seen him.
Yeah.
But Carl LeBeau. All right, those are the two of the best guys I've ever seen work a room, like a full room, and do their show and be able to work a whole crowd, talk to a guy way in the back, and integrate it all into their show.
Yeah.
To me, that's working a live show. Some guys don't do that, which is fine. Some guys do that, which I think is great. But I think to knock it,
Yeah.
like there's a whole debate with Mark Maron and Rife right now going on. It's Matt Rife.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching that. It's ridiculous because stand-up is supposed to be like the ever-changing Rubik's Cube that is fighting back at you sort of a thing. And I feel like stand-up is always changing. Stand-up is always evolving, and we've embraced that. And then the second it changes and evolves, you get all these people being like,
yeah,
hey, what?
That's not stand-up.
Yeah, like,
That's not. Plus, there's so many different styles.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I've always loved it is there's different. For decades, there's Rita Rudner, there's Dice Clay, there's Jay Leno, there's Brian Regan, there's Nate Wethrup is a friend of mine. There's other guys that who's another Gaffigan, clean comic. Or so there's so many different kinds of styles. And there's people that really love those styles. So why shouldn't they laugh? And then you have a crowd. There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a chance to laugh. So why knock a guy for doing a show and filling a stadium? Well, that seems silly.
Yeah. I mean, comedy is like cultural. It's like based on what society likes at that time.
Right.
I mean, there's, I hate to say it, but like, because I grew up being like, I read like a lot of comics, Steve Martin's book, and Steve Martin also went to Long Beach State. That's where I went to school, and so it's this thing where in his book he's talking about thinking of jokes when he walked to class. As I'm reading this, going, I just thought of jokes while I was walking to class, like that same hallway,
Yeah.
And
cool.
And then you watch some of the stuff from Steve Martin, you're like, oh, this was a product of its time. Like this wouldn't work today.
Sure.
This is just like isn't funny for most people nowadays. And it's funny because at the time you're like, he was on top of the world with all this.
Right.
And I feel like people are gonna look at our comedy the exact same way in
they will
40 years.
Dude, I've been doing it 38 years. There's stuff I look at now that I was doing 20 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Why would I wouldn't, you know what I mean? It changes. But, the way you survive is if you adapt with the times and you can keep a persona alive to be relevant. Yeah. And not just, you can reinvent yourself, I guess, if you want, like to someone's credit. I think that's impressive. Yeah. But if your character, your person, your persona can survive over the years and still be relevant and strong, I think that's a testament to how good you adapt. And you got to adapt. Yeah. I mean, now it's even shorter. There's stuff that was done 5 years ago that isn't good now. Hey, that's the end of the free portion of Total Schmidt Show. You want to see the rest of the video? You want to see it all? Hit the link below. Join the website. $2 a month or $20 for the year. You'll get upwards of 40 episodes. 40 video episodes, full video episodes of Total Schmidt Show. Join the website, or you can listen for free. Link is below as well. However, I highly recommend you go the paid option because then I get your money.